Welcome to Servant of the Fates. Today's speaker card reading is all about the departments of your life in February 2026. So pick the deck that sparks a memory in you. It will have your accurate predictions. Guidelines below on how to do just that. Feel free to pause this video as you take your pick. As always, timestamps down below. Is it going to be the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot? Is the Magician sparking a memory in you? Or maybe it's the Tarot of the New Vision. Is there something about the Fool that's sparking a memory in your mind? There's also the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. Is there something about temperance that is sparking that memory? As always, feel free to pause and rewind and really pick the one that's resonating with your memory. And when you're ready, let's begin. If you chose Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot with the Magician, welcome to your reading. This is your February 2026. What is your main theme for this month? The Three of Swords reversed, very beautiful, redemption. Okay? Redemption and healing. Feeling vindicated. As if all of the pain that you endured apparently has meaning. Brings you rewards after all. Okay? So it's the opposite of regret. It's the opposite of being sad. It's like coming out victorious from all of your pain, all of the trials that you survived, okay? It's like having that almost cosmic realization that, oh, okay, so that's why that happened, and that's why this happened, and that's why I had to have my heart broken, and that's why that failed. This is the reason. Yeah, so I could get this bigger blessing, so I could get this better life, so I could learn that, so I could be this, okay? So it is a month of redemption more than anything. Redemption, realization, vindication, okay? It's going to be emotionally and cathartically beautiful. It's a release. That's wonderful. Heavy, but in a good way. How will you feel this month? Like overall, how are you going to feel about your life? The Fool, like there is a new beginning. Like all of your mistakes, tying to your theme, like all of your mistakes are not erased, but it's like they don't have power over your life moving forward because they weren't there to hurt you. They were there to strengthen you and to teach you and to improve your life. Okay, so it's like, okay, new beginning. The sun is behind me. Everything is bright. Everything is happy, clean slate. Okay, so usually this is the feeling that people get in January, like new year. Okay, woohoo, lovely. I'm gonna begin again. It's going to be amazing, but you're gonna get it. Okay, this feeling in February. How will your partner feel? If you don't have a romantic partner, this is the most important person in your life. Could be your mom, could be your manager, could be your best friend, could be your roommate. Okay, they're going to feel like life is just balanced. It's nice. There's an equal give and take between the two of you, between them and the other people in their life. Okay, everything is balanced. They're good. There's going to be no drama from them because they also feel happy and fulfilled. Let us talk about work. Work, we have the Moon. So either you're going to get a new job that is more aligned with your emotions, with your aptitude, with your skills, or your current job will somehow undergo a change that will make it more aligned with you. The Moon is like your soul. It is your subconscious. So this is work that reflects who you are inside. I know it sounds so dramatic, but it's like having work that is aligned with your hobbies and your interests, you know? So if you are currently working at an industry, at a company where you're kind of just doing it for the money, but you don't love it, that is going to change one way or another. Either you get a new job, either you start your own business, you get the money to do that, the capital to actually begin that, or your current job, you stay there, but you get transferred to a different department, or you get a new manager that is open to doing things in a more fun and passionate way, like work-wise. So work, starting this month, will be more aligned with who you are inside. Let's talk about your projects. These are the things outside of the work you do for income, okay? So what do you do on the side, either for fun or for additional money? The Three of Pentacles, there are going to be a lot of collaborations. If you are a content creator, let's say on TikTok or another platform, this means that there are going to be brand collaboration offers. And if you're someone who's got like a platform where people donate to you, like a Patreon community, I don't really know about that. Maybe Substack, I'm not familiar, you can Google them. But you know, if you're someone who relies on donations, there are going to be a lot as well, okay? And if you're someone who has a hobby where you think you're alone, like, oh, I'm the only one who likes this TV series or this sport or something like that, you're gonna find your community, okay? This month, you're going to find the people you're meant to be enjoying this hobby, this interest, this side venture with, okay? So again, a new beginning when it comes to the people around you who give you either moral support, practical support, or material support. That's always a good thing. Let's talk now about money because money is always a hot topic. For that, oh my God, this is such a good problem to have. You're gonna have so many options that it's exhausting, okay? So many options to start making more money, okay? Dilemmas around making more money. So for example, let's use the illustration that I gave earlier, maybe being transferred to a new department within the company that you're working for, and you're like, yeah, that's gonna make me more money, but I'm also gonna have to work more, so I may not have enough time for my projects. But it's a good problem to have because either way, you know, if you go that route, you get more money. If you go that route, you get more enjoyment with your hobby, okay? So it's like, it's the kind of dilemma where you win either way, okay? These are also choices. So quite literally, maybe getting a lot of job offers. If you're a freelancer, getting a lot of new clients to the point where you have to turn down some of them because you're like, I can't work on 5 projects where the deadline is 2 months from now. Like, that's just not realistic and I don't want to disappoint them, so I'm going to turn down some of them. That's always a good problem to have, okay? So in short, you're going to have problems with money, but the best kind of problems, okay? You're not going to have enough time and resources to actually receive all of the money that's coming to you, so you're going to have to pick either this or that company, or this one, that job, or this project, that client, or this customer. Always a good problem to have. A problem of excess. What about your wealth? Okay, money is the actual money you have in the bank. Wealth is how you feel about your long-term financial stability. And for that, we have strength. You feel strongly about it. You feel good about it. You feel like your stability is stabilizing, okay? Whether that means you get more savings this month to put into your retirement fund or into the fund for your kids going to university, going to college, okay? So you're going to feel like, yeah, this abundance, it's not just for this month, it's not even just for this year or this decade. I have something for the future. This is a major arcana card, okay? And number 8, infinity sign, that is the number of abundance, okay? So there is something really good that's wanting to come in beginning this month when it comes to your wealth, okay? Your wealth focus, your financial stability long-term. This is even better news than this, okay? Because this is short-term. This is this week, right? This week, this month, the next 2 months ahead, this is how you're gonna feel. But yeah, more long-term, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm good. I am well provided for. I'm saving, I'm earning. Things are amazing. Now let's talk about inheritance. Either it's something literal, are you going to inherit something from your mom, from your grandparents, from a long lost great aunt, or is it something more metaphorical? Let's see. For that, you have the Ace of Cups. If we're talking literal, this could be like inheriting silver, a set of silver, like dinnerware or cutlery from the family that always costs a lot. That is like an heirloom. That is possible. Okay. If this is metaphorical, this is like if you're one of those people who are very much a fan of how your parents treat each other or how your grandparents did, okay, you're going to get that kind of love now, right? If you're like, oh, it's so hard for me to find a relationship because my standards are so high because my parents are soulmates or my grandparents were soulmates, you're now going to find something like that, okay? So you're going to inherit, metaphorically, the kind of love that they had or have, the kind of love that you want for yourself, okay? So either dinnerware, goblets, cutlery, okay? Stuff like that. That is either silver or otherwise expensive and useful, or it's about love, okay? So you will inherit something new, something wonderful, or something that still looks new, even though they have been in the family for 4, 5, 6 generations. Everything still looks perfect, okay? I feel like whether it's the literal or the metaphorical that shows itself, it's beautiful anyway. I love that card in that position. Lottery. If you're someone who, buys tickets and believes in games of luck, will you win? Or if it's not literal, what will you win? What will be lucky in your life this week? Lottery. For that, we have the 5 of Wands. Literal, will you win the lottery? It's like this. If there are 6 numbers, okay, like the jackpot, you have to get all the 6 numbers right. You're going to get 4 or 5 numbers right. So you're not going to win the millions or the hundreds of thousands. You could win a couple thousand. You know how it is, right? Like, if you get just one number wrong, it is like disproportionately smaller, but it's still nice, okay? So you could win something just below the jackpot if you're someone who's into raffle draws and prize draws and the lottery. Metaphorically, you're going to win every debate and every fight and every day-to-day battle in your life this week. Okay, what do I mean day-to-day battle? If you're someone who always has a hard time finding a parking space at work or at the supermarket, that's not going to be a problem for you this week and this month in February. Okay, you're always going to win those day-to-day battles. If you're someone who has a problem with traffic or with getting something that you need for your fridge, for your kitchen, for your home, you're gonna win, okay? If you want a pair of shoes that is so in demand, if you want the latest iPhone, for example, I know it's not iPhone release time, but just as an example, how when it's like the iPhone release day or week, like there's a crazy queue, despite any situation like that, you're gonna get the product that you want. Anyway, if you are up for a promotion and you're against someone, you're going to come out the winner, okay? This is winning. And debates as well, even like, cute little debates that you have with your lover, with your friends, with your family. Like, what is better, chocolate or strawberry ice cream? And you're gonna win. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, actually I do like strawberry better than chocolate. Like, you're gonna convince them. Or whether it's about politics, okay, you're just gonna win the day-to-day battles and debates and difficulties in your life this month ahead. So I think that's a very wonderful thing to happen in your life too. Let's talk about love. Whether you're single or coupled, what is happening, whether your life is like rock bottom when it comes to romance, or it's already at 99%, it's going to improve. Okay, whatever your situation is. Because with the 6 of Swords, you are currently, metaphorically speaking, moving away from rough waters and going to, clearer, calmer water. So more serenity, more peace of mind, more stability. There is a transition. Transition, don't be scared. If you are in a happy relationship, it doesn't mean, oh my God, we're going to break up and I'm going to have a new boyfriend or wife. No. It just means something will improve. Let's say you're in a very happy relationship, but you hate that they seem to currently be prioritizing their career over your connection. That is the part that's going to change then. Okay. And if you are single and looking, you are moving from singledom to couplehood, okay? So this is a move card, a transition card. So things are going to improve there as well. And let's not ignore that there is a family on this card. I know it's very traditional, but you have the dad, you have the mom, and you have the child. So if you're someone who's trying to conceive, trying to adopt, that's gonna happen this month. Congratulations in advance. What about your other relationships outside of romance? Family, friends, colleagues, social circles. There are going to be a lot of people returning from the past, not exes, because we're not talking about romance, okay? So this is actually good for networking. It could be related to this, okay? Why you have so many like money options. It could be managers, clients, customers, suppliers from the past returning now, offering you a new job, a new business opportunity, okay? A new business, as in like they're new customers again and they're offering you their new business, okay? So yeah, a lot of people from the past returning now. Likely, either they are water signs, Cancer? What kind of accent is that? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this person, their business or who they are has something to do with water. They sell water bottles or soda, or they have a cafe, okay? They have a restaurant, or their business or their home is near a river, near a lake, right? So that is your clue as to who these people are going to be. But either way, when it comes to the close relationships, there's going to be a lot of apology and understanding. Okay, you know how sometimes we have friends, family members, and we love them, but we always fight. For some reason, we just clash with them. This is the card of harmony, okay? Emotional harmony. So things are going to be great when it comes to both love and relationships. So this is like relationships in general, but let's talk about family. Specifically, let's focus on, let's say, your mom or your dad, or maybe your husband, your kids, okay? Sisters, brothers. Either way, whoever it is, things are going to be great because they, outside of you, they are going to be successful this month ahead. Whatever they're trying to manifest. It doesn't matter if they don't know that word manifest, or they don't care about spirituality, okay? But the desires, the wishes, the goals that they have in their life, many of them are going to make them come true this month. Okay, so either your dad is going to get that dream job, or your mom is going to make that amazing sale in real estate, or whether she's a car saleswoman or something like that. If it is your siblings and they want to get into this university, they're going to get the scholarship. If they want to migrate or go to their dream destination for vacation, they're going to get the money, the opportunity to do that. Okay. So your family will be successful apart from you. You also have a lot of success, right? Love, relationships, work aligned with you, lots of money. Okay. To the point where it's exhausting. You're going to be great too, but apart from you, independent of you, things are looking up for your family too. Now let's talk about children. If you don't have kids, then it's metaphorical. New things coming into your life. But first, if you do have children, let's look at their life. They have the Ace of Swords and the King of Wands. If you have kids and they are literal kids, this is them either discovering that they have musical talent or artistic talent, or they are naturally athletic, okay? This is them discovering what they are good at. If they are on the older side, your kids, okay? They're in high school, they're in college, they're working now. This is also them realizing what they're truly good at, what their true life path is, okay? I'm gonna give you a very basic example. Let's say you have a son who is an engineer, okay, but they just study that because they know that it's, you know, kind of an industry where you make a lot of money relatively. But now they're going to be like, no, but I actually want to be an artist, or I actually want to be a dancer. This is them finding their passion now. Or maybe they are an engineer and they're going to realize, yeah, this is what I've always wanted to do. And this is them getting their big career break now. The project that will make them millions, the project that will make them famous. Okay. So things are looking up for your kids. If you don't have kids, then it's about you. Okay. Everything that I said will now apply to you. Ace of Swords, new beginning that you are victorious in, that you are naturally good in, something that you are passionate in, something that will give you your crown and your throne and your place in the world. So either discovering what you're actually passionate about, discovering what you're actually good in, and you're like, maybe like I'm 39, I'm 41, how is it that that's happening? Sometimes you never know, okay? I know people in my life who only discover that they're so good at cooking, like naturally, they don't even need recipes when they were like mid-40s because they never tried before. They just assumed I'm not going to be good at this, but then they tried and they fall in love with it. It's actually more for baking than cooking, like in my own social circle, but yeah, it happens at any age, okay? So this is you realizing what your true passion is in life, whether you will align that with your career, with your hard work, or with your projects, okay? Your hobbies and your interests. So either way, it's a really good thing. The card of victory and being a king, whether you're a man or a woman, okay? A new victorious beginning that makes you feel like a royal. Those are the new things that will happen in your life in February 2026. So far, everything looks amazing. Let's zoom in to your friends, because earlier we talked about relationships in general, non-romantic ones. Now your friends, okay, specifically. You have the Eight of Pentacles. So your friends are actually a really good source of income and business and networking for you this month. And I think we already discussed that, right? With the Three of Pentacles, with the moon things being aligned, people coming back from your past. Friends are a good source of new business, new money, new income, new jobs, new contracts, new clients, recommendations, okay, for you. But also outside of you, independent of you, they are doing well in their career, okay? The ones who have been looking for a new job will find a new job. The ones who have been waiting for a promotion will get that promotion. Things are looking up, both in relation to you and apart from you. Now let's talk about your health. Obviously, tarot cards are not doctors. If you have a concern, then please get that checked, okay? But what is tarot seeing when it comes to your health? Overall, it is predicting peace, calm, pause, okay? What does it mean, pause? This is a general reading, so see how this applies to you. But for example, you are someone who is dealing with something chronic, then it's going to calm down and kind of pause at least this month, okay? There's going to be no flare-ups, whether it's your skin or something else entirely. It's a bit calmer, right? So that's always good. If you're facing a battle with your health, I hope not, but if you are, it will feel like a break, okay? Your body will give you a break and will kind of cooperate with you. Again, obviously, if you do need help, don't think, oh, but my card said it's going to be good, I don't need to see the doctor. Obviously not. So please see a medical professional if you will need one this month, hopefully not, but your cards are predicting it's going to be calm. 4 is the number of stability, okay? And look at him, he's literally asleep because there's no battle to fight, okay? So yeah, health-wise, it's going to be calm. What about your well-being? First of all, what's the difference? Health is your physical, your body, okay? Well-being is more of your mind and your emotions and your spirituality. For that, we have Justice. 2 things. One, you're going to feel like everything is balanced because you have the scales, okay? Justice, you have 2 pillars there as well, okay? Number 11. So it feels like, yeah, everything is balanced. You are mentally stable. You are emotionally well. You are spiritually strong. Things are good. But also, there's a bit of drama that is in your favor. you are going to be feeling good, because the people who hurt you in the past, we do have the card of hurt in reverse. Okay, so your pain will be reversed. We talked about that. The people who hurt you in the past, you're going to see karma get them this month. Okay, it's like the universe is fighting for you, is avenging you, is defending you. Okay, so there's also happiness from that. A bit naughty, but come on, we're human. Of course, we find vindication. I believe I used that word as well here when I was describing the Three of Swords in reverse. We find vindication, okay, when we see the people who hurt us kind of getting what's coming to them, right? Not because we wish harm upon other people, not because we're cruel, not because we're mean, but because it reinforces for us that there is something or someone, God or the universe or a different force, looking out for us, okay? So justice is here, making you feel really good. What will you lose, okay? In February 2026, what will you lose? Okay, two things. This is 50% good and 50% negative. What will you lose? The good thing. You're going to lose the feeling of defeat. Like life is always out to get you. You always lose all of your battles. Life is so hectic. That feeling gone. Okay, Three of Swords in reverse. Pain, heartbreak in reverse. That feeling is gone. But also, okay, the negative part is you are now going to lose some people that were always competing with you, okay? Life is not black and white. It's not like we have our friends and we have our enemies, okay? We also have people that we love who sometimes project their insecurities onto us. So you're going to lose those people now because your life is looking so good. Their jealousy is going to push them out of your life. But we're not talking about haters. We are talking about people who you kind of love and who, you know, they kind of love you too, okay? So, you know, those friends, those people in your social circle, maybe even family members that are always comparing themselves to you, and you even feel sorry for them, and you know it's not their fault because, you know, society, especially if you're a woman, society conditioned us to compare ourselves to one another, okay? There's going to be a breaking apart of that connection now, right? Either they're going to block you or they're going to disappear for a while because they cannot take the good things, the beautiful new beginnings that are entering your life right now. They feel like your win is their loss, okay? And you're probably thinking, well, they're stupid or something. But, you know, it's very human to feel that way sometimes. But remember, this is only for February 2026. So maybe you make up in March or in April, right? Or mid-year. But in February, you're going to lose the people who are competing with you, but people that you care about, right? But, you know, everything has a season, so don't feel so destroyed by that. It's fine. It will likely work itself out because it's a minor arcana card anyway, so nothing is final. Now, what is something unexpected in your life? Because I feel like we talked about all the departments, right? But what is the unexpected that you will receive in February? You have the Five of Pentacles. I was scared for a bit. This is the card of poverty, but then this is the card of satisfaction. Also, okay, another money card, the Queen of Pentacles. So, this is actually really good, and it really reinforces vindication, okay? Redemption, because this month, the things that evaded you your whole life, okay? Your whole life, yeah, it doesn't matter how old you are right now. Things that have been evading you your whole life, they will arrive now, okay? I'm going to give very obvious examples. See how it applies to you because it's a general reading. So for example, you know how there are people who they prioritize their career, their finances, but because of that, they have given up on love. Okay, they've never met a partner who's not competing with them, who doesn't get insecure by their success. So love has evaded them their whole life. Love has escaped from them. If that is you, it's coming now. Emotional satisfaction when it comes to your heart is coming in. And what kind of love is it? The Queen of Pentacles. So it's a stable kind of love, okay? If you are indeed that person, an earth sign will be your clue, okay, as to who this is. If you are single and looking in relation to this, okay, Capricorn, Virgo, but likely Capricorn, Taurus, but Capricorn is the strongest, okay? Sun, rising, Venus. But love is just an example. What has been evading you? What has been so elusive in your life? You just can't get it, okay? You've been trying to chase it, trying to find it. It's hiding from you. That's what's coming now, okay? And it will come in a way that truly feels good, satisfies you. It's like a wish come true. And yeah, whatever it is, it's going to be stable. So it's not like this is February reading, it just stays in February. No, it stays beyond that. So there you go. A very emotionally heavy, but in a good way, kind of February. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose Tarot of the New Vision with the Fool, welcome to your reading. This is your February 2026. What is your main theme for the month? You have the Ten of Pentacles, abundance in more ways than one. I know that when we talk about abundance, that's money, and yes, that definitely applies, but also in other ways. What does abundance mean to you? An abundance of love, an abundance of support, an abundance of fame, perhaps, okay? Popularity, whatever it means to you, because it's a general reading, you're going to have to ask yourself, what is abundance to me? And that is the theme. That is what's coming for you in this month ahead. How will you feel overall this month? For that, you have the Emperor. I know it's a man, but whether you're a man or a woman, you're young or you're old, you're going to feel like the boss of your life, like you are in charge of your reality, you have influence of your world, okay? This is feeling powerful and feeling stable, so looking great. You have abundance, and you have being the boss of your own world. Very beautiful. How about your partner? How will they feel? If you don't have a partner, this is the most important person in your life. It could be your dad, it could be your brother, it could be your best friend, okay? The Knight of Wands. Your partner is feeling more fun and more adventurous, more extroverted, more sociable, more daring this month, okay? That is in relation to you and apart from you. So when it comes to your relationship, they're a bit more fun, they're a bit more exciting. And when it comes to their own life, you know, they're trying more at work. They're becoming more fun, taking more risks, taking more leaps of faith, okay? So things are looking good for both of you, but like in different ways. You're feeling stable and they're feeling the opposite of stable, but in a good way. Like they don't want to just sit there on their throne. They want to explore, they want to enjoy, they want to have fun. Let's talk about work. How will that be for you in the month ahead? The Four of Wands. It will be very stable, but also there's something to celebrate, okay? Stable, but something to celebrate. What does that mean? Isn't that contradictory? No, because stable doesn't mean nothing will change. If it's unstable, it means it will improve, right? If it's shady right now, it means it will stabilize. Things are going to be more grounded. So either way, there is something to celebrate. Look at them. So either that's a promotion, a bonus, a salary increment, more clients, more customers, more income, something to celebrate, something that makes you feel like, yeah, this job is for me, this business is for me, this work is meant for me. Very positive, okay? Yellow in tarot is clarity and joy. So when it comes to your job, that's how you're going to feel. What about your projects? These are the things that you do outside of work, okay? Projects that either make you money, side ventures, or they're just your hobbies and your interests. For that, you have the Six of Cups. So you are now going to return to the hobbies and the things that you loved when you were younger. By younger, maybe as a child, or maybe not so young, okay? Maybe when you were a child, you loved drawing, and now you're going to study painting. Or you're going to go back to university, study fine arts. Something like that, or just learn how to use Adobe, the whole suite, like Photoshop and all that, okay? Either as a skill for yourself or to help build your skill set for your career, right? So something you loved in the past that you kind of let go of. Maybe you're not literal kid when you loved this thing. Maybe you were in high school, maybe you were in college, okay, depending on your age now. But you abandoned a hobby and interest and you're going to return to that, okay? And it could make you a lot of money too, okay? Because these golden goblets are about abundance, like the pentacles as well, right? And also it could involve people, likely Scorpio and other water signs, Cancer and Pisces, who will kind of entice you to go back to that hobby, okay? Very obvious example, I don't know if it applies, but just see like the thinking behind it. Very obvious example is when you were in high school, you had a band and now you're all professionals, maybe you're all empty nesters now, and they're gonna contact you on Facebook or whatever else it is, okay? They're gonna be like, let's start our band again. Maybe it's just for fun, maybe it makes you money too. Maybe not immediately in February, but in the future. Okay, so things, hobbies, and people to do with your past coming back now in a good, harmonious, positive way. Let's talk about money specifically. For that, you have the Ace of Cups, a new source of money. This is apart from this, okay? Because we did talk about stability, so things will improve but not really change when it comes to your current income, like your day job or your main business. But something else new, something else will totally come in now with the Ace of Cups, okay? Something quite unexpected. This is a general reading, and it is, like I said, unexpected. So I can't tell you exactly what that is, but it could be, let's say, a gift of money from a sibling, okay? It could be a lottery win, right? It could be a windfall, something else, but it's a fountain, so it's going to be new and it's going to be huge, okay? There's going to be a lot of it, so congratulations. Money, new source, new supply. Source or supply coming in. What's the difference? New source is like a new business, a new job, like a separate one, an additional one. Supply is maybe it's not long-term. It's a one-time, big time kind of thing, okay? So see how that applies to you. What about your wealth? What is the difference? This is the actual money you have in the bank, and your wealth is how you feel about your long-term stability beyond this month, beyond this year, okay? Maybe even beyond this decade. For that, you have the Page of Cups. Very positive, but there's only one cup, and there's only one fish, so you're only starting to feel like you're beginning. You are only now beginning to save something for the future. Maybe you're the kind of person who is a big spender. When you get a lot of money, you spend it all. Things are going to change now. You're going to be putting aside something for the future, for your retirement, for your kids maybe, okay? So that will only begin now. The page is a young boy, a young man after all. So something new when it comes to feeling wealthy long-term wise. Inheritance could be literal, it could be metaphorical. If it's literal, what will you inherit? Okay, from loved ones. If it is not something literal, then it's figurative. Okay, maybe you're going to inherit a problem, hopefully not. But you could inherit like a habit, an attitude, a behavior. But let's see. The Queen of Pentacles, it's likely literal, okay? This is the Queen of Money, the Queen of Wealth, and we're talking about inheritances. So let's talk literally. It could be inheriting some sort of money or heirloom from either your mother's side of the family, or even if it's your father's side of the family, it's the aunt, okay? It's the grandma, right? So Queen of Pentacles, astrologically, these are the earth signs in your life, specifically Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, yes, but Capricorn, Sun, Rising, Venus. But since it's general reading, maybe for some of you, this is metaphorical, just for very few of you, okay? You could inherit some sort of strength that mother figures in your life have, okay? Or the good things in their life, it's like your life is mirroring it. Let's say they had a really good relationship. Now you're going to find that kind of relationship too. You know what I mean? So see how that resonates with you. But we're talking about inheritances, which is primarily money. And this is a money card. So look out for something big or small, but likely going to be on the bigger side, relatively speaking, okay? Because this is a queen after all. Remember how I said the page is small? This is the opposite of the page. She's a queen. She has a throne. So look forward to something there. I mean, your theme is abundance after all, okay? Something to do with the family and the female authority figures in your life. Now, let's talk about the lottery. Again, literal or not. Will you win the lottery if you play? Or metaphorically, what will you win in February? Okay? For that, you have the Queen of Swords. If you play the lottery 50-50, but honestly, because your theme is abundance, and then there is an inheritance here, and then there's a new source of money, it's more like 70-30. But why did I say 50-50 anyway? First of all, a lottery is a chance. So no one could like ever tell you with certainty that you're going to win $7 million on Sunday, okay? But looking at the imagery, one hand is open and the other hand is fighting. So one hand is like yes, and the other hand of the queen is like no, with a sword. Like the other one is come on, come in, come on, come in, come on, come in. And the other is like nope, get away from me, I will stab you. Obviously not literally, but if we're talking about the lottery, there is a chance. There is a slightly fatter chance than usual in February that you could win something. I mean, she is a queen with her own crown and her own throne after all. So metaphorically, what will you win? Just the female authority figures in your life will have your back this month, okay? The female boss, the boss of your boss, your mom, the head of the homeowners association, authority figures in your life, okay? If you have any encounter with the authorities, then the female police officer or something like that, okay? They will have your back. But that was just an example, so don't get scared. We are not predicting any mishaps with the police or anything like that. But yeah, you're going to be lucky when it comes to the queens, okay, so to speak, in your life. They will be there for you to support you. They will be in favor of you, ruling in favor of you. But honestly, we're talking about the lottery. There's money, there's money, there's money. So why not? Maybe try, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. It is a good month to buy a ticket or two. But obviously we are not encouraging spending all of your savings on gambling. Absolutely not, okay? But the lottery where I am, for example, it's very cheap and it doesn't cost me or doesn't ask me to give up anything else in my life in order to be able to buy a ticket. But I'm just putting it out there. If you want to claim it, there is that possibility with a 10 of wealth card, with a new fountain of money coming in, and now a queen in your lottery position. Okay, so not a financial advisor. It is totally up to you. Now let's talk about love and romance. February, Two of Swords. Okay, it's more positive than negative, but it could be negative even though it's positive. What do I mean? This means a choice between two people. Why would it be negative? Because if you are already in a stable relationship, it means someone will come in. A new option will come in for you. Okay. But if you are single, then this is so positive because you prayed for one and now there are two to choose from. So this is like a transition month when it comes to love, because you're choosing for now instead of like getting engaged and getting married. It's like you're dating. And if you are in a not so stable relationship, it's like you are choosing between them and another person, but hopefully it's more on the good side. But you can see how it can be negative, right? But yeah, life is complicated. Love is complicated. Now let's look at your other relationships outside of romance. So your social circles, colleagues, family, friends in general, those relationships are looking good. With the Knight of Cups, you are poised to receive a lot of help and love and affection from the people in your life. Okay, you are in a position where you will be receiving a lot of good vibes. Okay, this is the Knight of Cups is representing the people in your life, offering you their help, their support, whether it's moral or financial or any other kind of help. Okay, you can rely on people. Ask and you shall receive. If you need help moving, if you need help with transportation because your car broke down, if you need help with money because your salary is late, let's say, just as an example, okay, and you're gonna pay them back in 3 days or a week, yeah, help is going to be there. Okay, relationships are good. Pisces energy, water sign energy, specifically Pisces. So if you do need help, look out for the water signs and the Pisceans in your life. Everybody else will be there for you, but them most of all. Now, let's talk about family. Specifically, how's that going to be like in February? You have the Five of Pentacles. So it looks like when it comes to money, you're the one who will be offering them help, okay? Family specifically. So either your parents, your siblings, your relatives, okay? It looks like they're the ones who need you, and that's life, okay? Give and take. You have people helping you. Maybe these are your friends, these are your ex-colleagues, some family as well. But when it comes to financial and family, they're the ones who need you right now. Okay, so just putting it out there. There might be someone who is too proud to ask for your help. Maybe try to see the signs because this is someone you love. Okay, we're talking about family here. So yeah, there might be someone who needs your financial support in February. Let's now talk about children. If you don't have children, then these are new things happening in your life. But first, let's talk about them as if they are indeed children. Two of Cups and Seven of Wands. If your children are grown, this is like them getting engaged and planning their wedding. That's why you have the Perseverance card, because they're so busy. But it's a good kind of busy, getting engaged, planning a wedding, planning their life together, something like that. It could also be your child is, let's say, a teen and they're dating for the first time. And that's so good for them, but you're so stressed because, it's new for you. You still see them as your baby, okay? So it's that kind of energy. And if you don't have kids, then this is you, okay? This is related to this, okay? Because this is the soulmate card and this was love. Remember, there are, they're both two cards, Two of Swords, Two of Cups. It's kind of difficult because you are choosing between two people, okay? Two relationships, two situations. We did already talk about that, but either way, it's still about love, but there is a bit of struggle, right? Now let's zoom in to your friends. How's that gonna be like? Beautiful, the High Priestess. This is being more intimate with your friends, okay? I don't mean in a romantic way. I mean, you know how we have friends that we never really open up to and they never really open up to us? We just send each other Stranger Things reels and whatnot, okay? Memes about Harry Potter and Game of Thrones and the Lord of the Rings, but you don't really talk about your lives, okay? There are people like that in your life. Like you enjoy their presence, they enjoy yours, but you don't know anything about what's going on in your hearts and in your minds and in your souls. That is going to change now. Friends that you only kept for fun, not because there's anything bad with them, but because that's what you were comfortable with and that's what you thought they were comfortable with. That's going to deepen now. Friendships will become more profound. It doesn't mean you're going to burden each other with your problems. You're just going to be more supportive, more open, and in a way closer to each other too, okay? So that is very, very good because we all need that kind of friendship, right? When we can share everything that's in our mind and they can share with us and we're not going to feel heavy, we're not going to feel burdened by that, but we're going to feel closer because of that. So that's always a good thing. Very, very positive. Your relationships are good, okay? Whether you're the one who needs help or you're the one who will be giving help, equal give and take. Either way, strong and profound and beautiful. Now let's talk about your health. Obviously, tarot cards are not doctors. If there is something that you're dealing with, please go see a medical professional. But generally, what are the cards predicting for your health in the month ahead? You have the Three of Cups. there will be something good to celebrate, okay? Even, let's say, even if you have something chronic, then it's like it will decrease in intensity, or it will calm down for a bit. You know what I mean? If you're monitoring something, blood tests and stuff like that, there will be good results, okay? If you do go for a checkup, if you do get your levels checked, okay? Something to celebrate. But if you don't have any illness or disease, you're not monitoring anything, this is just, let's say you're the kind of person who, whenever you have ice cream, you get diarrhea. Or whenever you get coffee, you have acid reflux, okay? This time around, it might be small, but you can suddenly eat all the ice cream you want because it's the month of love. You might be going out on dates with the gals or with the guys or with your lover, and you're going to be eating a lot of sweets and milk, ice cream and gelato and stuff like that, but there's going to be no reaction. So that's something to celebrate. Do you know what I mean? So either it's big or small, it's something that is wonderful for you anyway, okay? So health is looking really good. This is also the card of friends. So maybe a lot of your friends will influence you to do better when it comes to your health. Like, for example, I have friends that they lived, okay? Like they literally lived, not just like randomly 3 times a week, but yeah, they make a career out of it. And that's very inspiring for me, okay? So it's like your friends will inspire you to either do strength training or cardio, because I have friends that are like runners as well. I am very much inspired by those people. So yeah, this is, like I said, being inspired by your friends to do better for your health. But overall, there is something to celebrate. But again, I have to say, if you're feeling something, don't think, oh, but my card was the 3 of Cups. I don't need to go to the doctor. It's a positive card. Absolutely not. If you do feel something bad, and I hope not, please go see a professional. What about your well-being? But first of all, how is it different? Your health is your body, okay? Your well-being is your heart, your mind, your soul, okay? So how will you be feeling there? For that, you have the 8 of Wands, beautiful. And there's an angel, okay? So you're going to feel very emotionally stable, spiritually strong, okay? Mentally calm as well. And why? Why do you feel like that? Because a lot of beautiful things are coming, okay? These are the arrows of love. So romantic love, familial love, love when it comes to work and friends and colleagues and your social circle and your neighbors. It's like there's just a lot of good vibes, okay, from the people around you. Remember, relationships, Knight of Cups, people offering you their cup of goodness and love, okay? So things are looking up. That's why on the outside, okay, everyone is like kind to you and sweet to you and nice to you. And so deep down, that is being reflected and integrated too. Okay, well-being is really good. Now, let's talk about what you will lose. Okay, in February, for that we have the 5 of Cups. It is kind of sad, okay, but listen, it's because these things were a bridge in your life. They're not the destination. So what is this? There are things that you already lost, okay? So don't be scared. Things that you already lost. Maybe a job that you were laid off from, okay? Maybe someone who broke up with you, a friend who blocked you, okay? People or things or situations already lost, okay? Way before February, already lost. But deep down, you are still hoping that they will return to your life. In February, you're going to find out that that's absolutely impossible. Let's say you were laid off from a company. In February, you're going to find out that that company is just closed now, or that company hired a new team entirely. Okay, so there's no way they're going to get you back. Okay, so it's kind of a final message that it's a no. Just as an example, because it's a general reading, let's say it's an ex that you are still in love with. This February, you're going to find out that they're going to get married, okay? They just got engaged, or the wedding is on Saturday or whatnot. So that's like your sign that that's definitely a no, that's never coming back in your life. But remember, these are things that you already grieved, okay? So they're not new in February. They're just a confirmation that the no is still a no and will most likely stay a no. Last but not least, what are the things that are unexpected in your life in February? For that, we have the Hermit, we have the King of Wands, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is good, okay? There's an authority figure in your life, likely a man, because they're both men, the Hermit and the King of Wands. And they have been so neutral towards you. They don't really pay you much attention. You're not the favorite. They haven't noticed your talents, your skills, your values, whatever you have to offer. Not because they're a malicious person, but I don't know, they're just neutral when it comes to you. Maybe their personality is kind of quiet, they're kind of introverted, they're not that social, or you're not in the same social circle, okay? But either way, they're an authority figure in your life, some sort of boss or a boss of a boss. And yeah, there was no hope there. You're like, yeah, I'm not going to be their favorite. They're not going to promote me. They're not going to give me favors or anything like that. They do now this February, okay? Apparently they've noticed your LinkedIn portfolio or something else, your TikTok, your Instagram, whatever else it is, the work that you do. You didn't know that they watched the recorded presentation that you did last Monday, something like that. And you have captured their attention and they're offering you now either something better. We did say there's something to celebrate work-wise, okay? So a better position could be a better team, a small bonus, or a new opportunity to prove yourself at work in February, okay? Maybe they're going to assign a new project to you, something like that. And yeah, it's going to give you more visibility and more chances to be seen and appreciated at work. But remember, an authority figure that you thought was so neutral towards you, like they just don't care, they're going to offer you something now, whether it's work or something else entirely. Clue about this person. This is the card of Leo. This is the card of Virgo, okay? So Leo is August, Virgo is September, so maybe someone on the cusp or someone who's like a sun, a rising Leo, okay? So a mix of those or a cusp, a combination of those. Clue as to who they are. So yeah, that is your February. I think it's really good. A lot of money. We began with money, the 10 of Pentacles, and we ended with money, the Ace of Pentacles. So congratulations. This is wonderful. Have the best fun and let go of what no longer serves you, because there are a lot of new things coming in anyway. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose Golden Art Nouveau Tarot with the Temperance card on the cover, welcome to your reading. This is your February 2026. So, what is your theme for the entire month ahead? Are you kidding me? It's only the 10 of Cups, one of the best cards in tarot. This is the card of happily ever afters, okay? This is literally a fairy tale ending. 10 out of 10 for this month ahead, okay? No life is ever perfect, but you're like 99.9%, okay? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's relative to how we're feeling, but generally, this is a very promising February, okay? 10 of Cups. I mean, look at the energy of the card. There's a rainbow. After the rain, there are golden goblets, so that's abundance too. There is family, there is dancing, there is a house, so stability. It's just, like I said, a fairy tale ending. Congratulations, honestly. Now, how are you going to feel throughout the month of February in general, overall? You have the Knight of Cups. You're going to feel saved, okay? You're going to feel rescued, right? Because this is like the universe coming in as a knight in shining armor, helping you, okay? Just divine intervention all around. So you're going to feel seen, and you're going to feel saved, and you're going to feel rescued, okay? Sometimes at the last minute, but yeah, the Knight of Cups will be there to save the day for you. How about your partner? How will they be feeling in February? If you don't have a partner, then this is the most important person in your life right now, whether that's a parent, a sibling, a best friend, a colleague, someone that you work with, a neighbor, okay? You tell me. I don't know you personally. So how will your partner feel that, oh my God, this is just so good. The Emperor and the Knight of Cups. Look at them. Okay, as partners, this is you feeling like the world is rescuing you, everything is good, and this is them, the one doing the rescuing. Okay, so the universe is there for you, but more importantly, your partner or the most important person in your life will be there for you too. Okay, because they are at the top of their game. The Emperor is all of the 4 kings in tarot combined, so they have the power to be the knight in shining armor for you, whether they're a man or a woman, okay? So they feel powerful too. You're probably thinking, oh my God, I'm the focus. Like everything's focused on me. First of all, yes, it's your reading. But also, your partner is stable enough, they're strong enough, they're powerful enough, and they do find joy in being able to give to you and to the other people around them, okay? So yeah, they're going to feel like the Emperor, and you're going to feel directly the benefits of that. Just someone coming in to help you, to support you, to save the day for you. It doesn't mean you have no agency in February, okay? It doesn't mean you're not doing anything. People are just saving you all year round. No, it just means that where you used to face resistance and where you had to be exceedingly independent, that's not the case anymore, okay? Because the universe and your partner, the people around you, are supporting you. That's why you have this fairy tale ending. It's going to feel like a fairy tale. You know how in fairy tales everyone has their role, okay? And everyone is supporting the main character, i.e. you. So yeah, it's going to be really good. I'm very happy for you just seeing these 3 cards. But now let's dive in to the different departments of your life in February. First of all, let's talk about work, because a lot of people are focused on their work. For that, there is a victory. Are you kidding me? The 6 of Wands, okay? Success, victory, and just look at the imagery. Whether you're a man or a woman, he is representing you right now, okay? You are riding your horse, you are parading around, and people are admiring you. See, your fans are there following you, okay, raising your banner for you. So there is success at work. The most obvious examples could be a promotion, a bonus, a salary increase, but it doesn't have to be just those basics. You know what I mean? It could be that you perform really well. There is a presentation that you do and you are so well loved and admired for that, applauded in a large way for that. It could even be not super directly related to work. Like maybe work is good. It was in January. It was last year. It is in February. But in addition to that, people are complimenting you because your hair is especially shiny, or you changed your fashion sense, something new in your wardrobe, and you're just more attractive than even before, okay? Even you were already attractive, but even more now, okay? So just a win when it comes to work. Either it's directly the promotion and the money, or just, you know, the attention of the people that you work with, the way that they receive you, the way that they are more harmonious with you. So yeah, work, there's definitely victory there. You're going to feel like a star, okay? Like I said, you are the main character in your life all day, every day, but especially in February and especially at work, okay? The spotlight is on you. You are center stage. Congratulations. What about your projects? These are the things that you do outside of work, okay? Either it's a side venture, your own business, something you also make money from, earn money from, or it's just a hobby or an interest, okay? So money or no money, how will your projects be in February? Oh my God. So if no money, there will be money, okay? It will begin to have money. The Page of Pentacles is the beginning of a new income, a new source, a new abundance. Only the beginnings, because the page will have to grow into a knight, and then that will have to grow into a queen or a king, okay? So if you have a hobby, let's just use obvious examples. Let's say your hobby is photography or painting, and it's just something that you do to relax, to de-stress, to decompress, and to give yourself joy and pleasure, okay? But starting February, you will actually earn money from that. Maybe you post something on Instagram or Flickr. Does that still exist? And someone wants to buy your photo or your art, or a friend wants you to paint something for them, or to do the photography at their wedding, at their birthday. Like, it's just a hobby that you love doing, but starting February, you start making money from it. How wonderful is that? Okay. And if it's a new business that you have, this is a prediction that things are going to start stabilizing. Okay. Because the suit of pentacles, this is the suit of material stability. So that's really, really good too. So whether or not you're making money from your hobbies right now, you will in February. Maybe it doesn't have to be big yet. Okay. Maybe let's say you're a makeup artist, or you're just someone who likes doing makeup. And then a friend of a friend asks you to do their makeup at their engagement party or something like that. And then they pay you something in addition to food. Okay, maybe it's a small token, but still it's the beginning of something. You're now building your portfolio. Things are working out for you. So congratulations. Money, money, money. Now let's actually talk about money, because this was projects. You are earning money from your projects. Okay, that's what that is. But money specifically, okay, the actual money you have in the bank, in your wallet, in your pocket, how will that be? The Two of Cups. This is really good. Okay, let's say that this is you and this is money. Okay, personified. It's like you have a good relationship, the law of attraction. It's like you understand each other. We are not talking about idols, okay? We're not saying that you are worshiping money, that you are making an altar for money and marrying money. Absolutely not. But this is like seeing eye to eye with money. It's like you understand each other now. You need money, money comes to you. Do you know what I mean? You're not afraid to spend money anymore on things that give you joy and happiness. You're not so stingy. You're not in this scarcity mindset anymore. You understand money. Again, it's not like you're making a god out of money, but it's like they're real now. You know what I mean? It's like they're a friend who is there to show up for you and to support you. And that's always a good thing. So this is like forming a personal, a wonderful relationship with money in February. Okay, you're seeing eye to eye. Money is not running away from you anymore. Let's put it that way. Okay, money is not something you're trying to chase anymore. Money is there visiting you in your home and you're asking it to stay. And it's like, you know what, why not? So very good relationship with money starting February. What about wealth? What is the difference? I already said that money is the actual money amount that you have in the bank, that you have in your wallet. Wealth is how you feel about your long-term financial stability beyond February, beyond 2026, beyond this decade even. So in February, how will you feel about your wealth? And for that, we have this Seven of Pentacles. You feel like you're growing something. The harvest isn't quite ready yet, okay? But you can see it. Do you know what I mean? That is you. Whether you're a man or a woman, you are staring at your long-term financial stability and you're like, yeah, it's not yet ready, but it's growing. It's there for the taking, maybe not today, but soon. So this is you beginning to set aside something for your savings, for your retirement. And it's not just something small. It's 7 out of 10, okay? 7 out of 10. So it's going to be good when it comes to long-term wise, okay? Material stability, financial stability. That is a really good news, good thing for you. Now let's talk about inheritance. This could be literal or this could be metaphorical. Literal is you could literally inherit something from your mother's side, from your father's side of the family, something tangible, okay? Money, jewelry, heirloom, let's see. But if it's not literal, then it is metaphorical. Maybe you are inheriting a pattern, a behavior, a mindset, okay, divination skills, something like that, something more mystical. Perhaps the third eye, like your third eye opening. Let's say your grandma is always someone who's seen ghosts and stuff like that. You're inheriting that ability now. So that's what I mean by literal versus metaphorical. But for you in February, oh my God, beautiful. So the Queen of Wands is the most beautiful, the most attractive of all the queens. So if this is a literal inheritance, we are talking about, like I said, heirloom, okay? Jewelry, okay? Things that make a woman beautiful. Even if you're a man, you could inherit these things. Like they are being passed down to you. You can share them with your wife, future wife, okay? You can sell them if you want to make money, or you can just put them somewhere, like, you know, a little glass box in your house to honor your family, right? But this is like heirloom, okay? So yeah, beautiful stuff like that. Rings, it could be if you are proposing to someone, this is your mom or your grandma passing on their own engagement ring to you, or if you're the one being proposed to, then the engagement ring that you will receive is something that has been in the family for 4 or 5 or 6 generations, okay? So it's that kind of inheritance, something to do with being a beautiful person, an attractive woman, something to do that is Venusian, okay? Attractive, like I said, jewelry, heirloom. But if it is metaphorical, then this is inheriting beauty, okay? It doesn't matter if you just turned 18 or you're turning 42, okay? It doesn't matter. This is you now blossoming into a more beautiful, more handsome, more attractive version of you, and everyone will remark and you yourself will notice that you now look like how Grandpa Joe or Grandma Mary did all those years ago when they won Miss Universe or whatever, okay? You know what I mean? But like when they were at the peak of their beauty and everyone loved them and admired them, and they had secret admirers everywhere, okay? People courting them and wooing them. You're now coming into that. Whether you got a new haircut or you lost weight or you gained muscle, whatever else it is, you are now inheriting that beauty that has always been a potential for you, always has been present in your bloodline. So either way, you're inheriting beauty, whether that's literal jewelry, heirloom, or, oh my God, I just heard something so specific, some sort of a business, like a makeup business or a beauty salon business. You could be inheriting something like that from the family too. And it could even be unexpected, like you didn't know that you were next in line to inherit that. Or even if you're a man, let's say you have an MBA, okay? You're someone who is known for your expertise in finance, in data, in tech. And then a great aunt leaves you their salon, knowing that you don't care about hair or nails or anything like that, but knowing that you can definitely take care of and grow a business, okay? So something to do with female feminine beauty, whether you're a man or a woman, literal or metaphorical. Now let us talk about the lottery. Again, literal or metaphorical. Literal if you actually buy tickets, if you actually are into prize draws and raffle draws and the lottery itself and stuff like that, okay? Metaphorical, lottery, what will you win? What is your jackpot in February 2026? And for that, oh my God, are you kidding me? Another 10. 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles. This is like a wealth of good feelings. This is a wealth of money, of material things, of abundance. So I am not a financial advisor. The cards are not pretending to be someone who has a PhD in finance or something like that. But in the lottery position, the 10 of Pentacles is the 10 of wealth, the 10 of gold, the 10 of money, okay? So this is a huge potential for you if you are aligned with it, you know? If your energy is aligned with like winning the jackpot and getting a huge windfall, if you're there, if you're convinced that that can happen to you, then it is very much possible. Okay, if you are in that mindset, in that perspective, definitely literally winning the lottery is in the cards for you. Now, metaphorical, if you're like, you think oh, lottery is stupid, no one ever wins that, and it's just crazy and blah, blah, blah. But first of all, it's not really about encouraging gambling, because gambling is more like when you go to a casino and spend all of your life savings. A lottery ticket is like, it's very cheap, you know? So the cards are not encouraging you wasting your money or something like that. But maybe play, okay, if you're in that mindset, maybe try to play at least once in February, because with the 10 of Pentacles, the odds are on your side. Okay, so metaphorically, you are going to win money one way or another. Even if you don't play the lottery, even if you're not into raffle draws and anything, games of chance or something like that, you're going to win something. Okay, and it could be this, like we said, you're going to inherit something. It could be this. You could get a promotion that comes with a salary increment and a bonus, okay? It could be this. You are now making money from your hobbies, from your interests. We already talked about that. But you are winning when it comes to money, when it comes to financial stability in February. So congratulations, that is always a good thing. And that's why you have this soulmate relationship with money in February, because money, abundance is definitely here for you. Now, let's talk about love and romance. Whether you're single or coupled, love is coming. This is the arrows of love, the 8 of Wands, okay? So attention is coming. Admirers are revealing themselves left and right. Truly, left and right. 8 out of 10. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of attention. That's a lot of admirers. Okay, but be careful if you are married, if you are in a loving, committed relationship. It's still good. You know that saying, it's nice to be invited, even though you're not coming to the party, right? But just be careful not to be overly grateful or flirtatious if you are in a committed partnership and you receive a lot of attention from other people. But it could also be just your partner, okay? Your partner is giving you more love, showering you with more admiration and affection. And if you are single, and if you have been single for 8 years or whatnot, you have the option, the power to change that, okay? Because it's still up to you if you're going to receive any of these offers, but the offers are coming, okay? The offers are definitely coming. Now let's talk about your non-romantic relationship. Your social circles, the people that you work with, your neighbors, family and friends too, but all of them in general. Your other relationships, how's that going to be in February? Okay, be careful. It's good, but be careful because your relationships will mirror you. With justice, okay, the scales, balance, they will mirror you. So if you are nice and sweet and generous to the people around you, they will be like that to you too. But if you are not, then they will be like that to you too. Do you know what I mean? They will mirror your energy, okay? People will be reactive to you this month ahead. So just be careful that you put out the energy that you want to receive. The golden rule, right? Don't do unto others what others you don't want to do unto you. That applies throughout your entire life, but especially in February, because people will be mirroring you, okay? And maybe a sweet, kind little reminder, life is going to be good for you in February, okay? Things are going to be great, fairy tale endings, happily ever afters, you even have another 10, abundance. So maybe be a little sensitive to the point where I just don't want you to come across as if you're bragging. I don't want you to come across as if you are insensitive to the plight of the other people around you. Okay, because maybe someone in your life is experiencing the opposite of the 10 of Cups, the opposite of the 10 of Pentacles. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to be insensitive to them. You don't want to say things even in jest, okay? Even if you're joking, you don't want to say things that might hurt their feelings, and because that will be mirrored back to you. And even if it's not going to be mirrored back to you, you just don't want to hurt the people around you, right? So just a sweet little friendly reminder regarding that. Now let's zoom in to your family specifically, okay? Because earlier that's like all of your non-romantic relationships, family specifically. For that, we have the Empress. So there is abundance within the family. There's creativity, there's fertility, there could be news about pregnancies here and there, okay? Things are good. People feel motherly, okay? Even your dad, even your brothers, they feel motherly towards you. That is nurturing, nourishing, very supportive emotionally towards you. And they have their own wins in their life as well. They have good things happening for them as well. Maybe that's not the case for others, maybe for neighbors, for colleagues, but for family, good things are coming to them too. There's a lot of creativity in their work life, in their own projects, in their own work and projects. And yeah, there's fertility. There's even attractiveness. They're coming into their power, becoming the most, beautiful or handsome they've ever been. Self-love, self-esteem. Things are strong for them. In addition to pregnancies, there could be announcement about marriages, engagements as well. So yeah, good things happening there. Now let's zoom in on your children. If you don't have children, then these are the new things in your life. So let's talk about first, if assuming you have children. For that, you have the Page of Swords and the Three of Cups. You will hear a lot of good news that they have a lot of things to celebrate. If your kids are in nursery, you're going to hear from the teachers that, oh my God, apparently your child is like a prodigy when it comes to music or art, or they're making a lot of new friends, or they're excelling in math or science, something like that. If your kids are grown, let's say they're applying for college at universities, you're going to hear news that they got the scholarship or they got into their dream university. If your kids are already in school, this is also a promotion for them. So just good news about them. If you don't have kids, then this is about you. New things coming into your life. There is a lot to celebrate. You're going to hear a lot of news that you will celebrate. News, okay? That could have to do with work, okay? Promotions, bonuses, salary increments. That could have to do with your projects, making money from them, getting new clients, getting new customers. That could have to do with money and wealth, with the lottery, with inheritances. Just lots of good news. Hearing them. What do I mean hearing them? Getting calls, getting emails, getting texts, getting just parcels and letters and stuff like that, okay? Lots of new things to celebrate. Very positive, but I'm not surprised because the theme of your month ahead, February, is the 10 of Cups. Now, let us zoom in to your friends, the way we zoomed in to your family. Friends, Six of Pentacles. This is good, okay? Equal give and take, kind of like justice, but more positive, because justice, it can go either way. If you're bad, so to speak, if you're bad, they will be bad to you. If you're mean, they will be mean to you. If you're good, they will be good to you. But this is more positive, okay? Equal give and take. Let's say you bake a cake for your friend. 2 days later, they're going to order pizza for you. Just have it delivered to your house, okay? It's a very mundane example, but do you know what I mean? It could be bigger stuff as well. You take the time to listen to your friends' problems, and then they're there for you to celebrate your joys once you share your wins with them. Do you know what I mean? So give and take. And then materially, you're going to be hearing a lot of good news about your friends as well. They could also be getting their PhD, or moving to a different city, or moving to a bigger home, or getting married, having their first child. It is a season of receiving for them as well. Okay, so very good when it comes to your family, when it comes to your friends. But yeah, just be careful to give out very positive vibes. It looks like it's really good for your family and your friends. So maybe it's the colleagues, the teammates, the neighbors. They're the ones who, if you show them negativity, they will mirror it back to you. Very volatile with justice, so just be careful with that. Now let's talk about your health. First of all, tarot cards are not doctors, duh, obviously you know that. But just a little disclaimer, if you are feeling something, I don't know if this card will be positive, but let's say it's a positive card and you feel something negative, don't say, I'm not gonna go for a checkup because my tarot card said it's positive. This can be like the overall feeling, but obviously if you feel something, then definitely get professional help, okay? And if it's negative though, don't allow it to kind of spiral. But yeah, let's see, what does it have to say? Okay, it's good, kind of neutral good, okay? This is like stability. If things are okay now, they will stay okay. And if things are bad, they will improve a little bit, okay? Strength is power, Strength is force. So this is kind of like justice in the context of your health, okay? You get what you give, okay? You get what you give. Force. So if you in February exert a lot of effort towards working out and fitness and exercise, then your body will mirror that back to you. You will feel and see improvement too. But again, just like justice, if you go heavy on the sugar, on the alcohol, or whatever else indulgence you have that is related to health, then your body will mirror that strongly back to you as well. So it's a neutral to good card, you know what I mean? But overall, there is strength in your body, okay? There is vitality, there is energy. So yeah, I think it's still very, very much positive. And this is the card of Leo, and we all know that Leo is ruled by the sun Apollo. So the Lord of Light, the Lord of Energy, the Lord of Vitality. So still really, really positive. But the reason I'm saying neutral is, yeah, it's kind of like justice. If you show, because it's the card of force and strength. So if you give your body a lot of tiredness, a lot of exhaustion, like I said, a lot of indulgence, that will be mirrored back to you in February. You're going to feel the effects of that as well, okay? But overall, feeling a lot of vitality, a lot of energy, a lot of strength. What about your well-being? What is the difference? How is your body? Well-being is your mind, your soul, your spirit, your heart, okay? How will that be for February? It will be boring, and that is so positive, okay? So let's look at your well-being as something that's stable, okay? When it's negative, it means you are receiving a lot of triggers, things that are triggering you, excuse me, to worry, to feel anxious, to feel sad, to feel unstable. But in February, nothing like that will trigger you, okay? No negative triggers, okay? Nothing that will like make your nervous system to alert and to awake. So things are boring, which means things are stable. Nothing crazy is happening. There is wellness, there is stability. Well-being is good, okay? No triggers, nothing shocking you, no shocks, okay? So yeah, well-being is quiet and good as well. Now, in February, what will you lose, okay? What will you lose this month ahead? This is good, the Eight of Swords. You will lose the feeling of being trapped. It's like, in other words, you will receive freedom, you will receive chances, you will receive opportunities, new doors will open, and that is why you will lose the feeling of being imprisoned, being restricted, being trapped, feeling like a victim, okay? That's something that will go away as well. And speaking of feeling like a victim, I don't want to call you out, but this is telling me that currently you have victim mentality. You are someone who always thinks like the world or people around you are out to get you. Every now and then you get into that. You spiral into that mindset of, it's out to get me. The universe doesn't have my back. I'm all alone. So that's going away in February. Something will trigger that. I think we know what will trigger that. Very good things happening in your life. But yeah, no more feeling imprisoned, no more victim mentality. That is what you will lose. Last but not least, in February, unexpected things that will happen for you. We have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, two aces. Are you kidding me? A third ace? Are you? Oh my God. Oh my God. These are three aces, 3 ones, okay? The Ace of Swords is a new beginning that you receive through news, something to do with your mind, with your work. The Ace of Pentacles, excuse me, my throat is acting up. The Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning when it comes to your financial stability, could be jobs, could be contracts. And the Ace of Wands is a new beginning when it comes to your passions, things that excite you, things that make life worth living. So combined together, this is like a new job opportunity or a new business opportunity that will make you, that will put you on a path where your work or your business is aligned with your heart. and your soul. Okay, what do I mean by that? Let's say you are an accountant because you're good at numbers, but what you really love is playing the guitar or singing or dancing. You will literally receive a call, a LinkedIn message, an email, some sort of message offering you a contract, a job, or a business opportunity to do what you love, to make money out of playing the guitar or the piano or singing or dancing. Okay, this is like getting offered a job to sing at a wedding or to be part of a band, just as an example. If you're into music, obviously if you're not into music, then that example won't apply, but do you know what I mean? Currently, if you're doing a job or if you're in an industry or a career that you're there because that's what you're good at, but that's not what you love, then this is a new chance, a new opportunity to have a new source of income that is aligned with what you truly love doing. Okay, and there's money there too. It's not just like woo woo, like, oh, I love doing it, but I'm gonna be poor because of it. No, there's money. Are you kidding me? In the middle you have a big gold coin, the Ace of Pentacles. So in addition to everything beautiful we discussed, there is that too, an opportunity to make money from something you love truly. Congratulations, that is your February. Very beautiful, and I'm very happy for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.